Excel, module number 1, EX1-11, resizing worksheet columns and rows. Plus, we're going to learn what wrapping the text in a cell means. All right. Now, the ebook here gets a little bit techy, but sometimes I would never test you on this, but it's good to know the difference. Kind of like there's pixels and there's points, and how do they know the sizing measurement? So the measurement that we're using is a pixel. How many characters will actually fit inside here? There's, of course, 3 or 4 different ways to do this. So let me swing this baby over, and let's just focus on, how about column A here? All right, so column A, we want to change the width of this. So the first way that we can do this, if we bring our mouse up between A and B, the mouse will change to that double-headed arrow. So I'm going to click over on A just to get up there. A and B, double-headed arrow. As I click hold on, see how it says we have the width and we have a number and then we have pixels. So when we worry about when Sam is telling us to change the directions to be a width of a column, you're looking at that. If it says 12, I'm looking at that number there. And you can see it took me a little bit to get there. So that's kind of hard to do it this way. Some of you guys are really good with your touchpad. I, of course, have a mouse, right? And you can change it that way. Or bring your mouse up to A, right? Column indicator, right? With that arrow down, it turns green. Do a right click, column width. Let's say we want it to be 15. We just type 15 in there, hit OK. So to me, that's a little bit easier than, oh, where do I want that baby to be? So another way is column indicator, click A. Let's go up to, let's see, what do I want? Formatting in here, drop down the format. Inside the format, sure enough, we have the column width. It's that same little box again. Type in your 15 and you hit OK. All right, now another way to do this is bring your mouse up between A and B, double-headed arrow, but instead of dragging, double click, and that is called our lovely, as I bring over the ebook again, it is called the, where is it in here? The auto fit. So the column would automatically adjust to the tallest or the widest entry. So tallest meaning that it would be the row, widest meaning that it would be the column. So it works the same for our row and for our column with that double click. All right, I'm going to turn the page in here. Wrapping the text. What does wrapping the text in means? So this is something we're going to do to this column back here where you see true sound. So wrapping it means that you don't have a second line. You want another line or a third line in one cell, one row, but yet you don't want to make that width really wide. How do you do this? Now you can always force it with an Alt-Enter. So let me scoot this over. Alt-Enter, okay? I'm going to make my C just a little bit wider, but as I click on this, you can tell still some of my words are cut off. And I don't want to do one cell at a time. So I'm going to click, hold on, drag it all so it sees I want all of this, right? I'm going to go up to my alignment grouping, and then I'm saying, oh boy, where is that baby at here? And if I'm not sure, point, right? Bring your mouse to something, point, and it's that A, B with the arrow around it. So I'm going to click on it and see what it did. It's set to this width. If its words are cut off, wrap it to another line. If it can't fit here, wrap it to another line. Now, as I change the width, it will automatically adjust the width, but the son of a gun, it doesn't automatically adjust the height of my rows, which is awful. Let's say there's a certain spot where I want it to wrap. That's where the Alt-Enter comes in to tell it. So I'm going to double click my cell, get my insertion point, that's the line that's blinking at me, where I want the break to be. Then I hit my Alt-Enter, and then confirm it or hit Enter, and now I have the text wrap where I want it to be. Even if I change the width, see, that sucker is still going to be right there where I told it to be. I'm going to adjust that down. See that? It's where I want it to be. So different ways to do the text wrap. Now you can do a couple cells or columns at the same time. So I'm going to click on B, hold down the control key. Control key means not adjacent, but if I hold the shift key, that means through. It would do, let me try it. I'm going to hit B, hold the shift key to D, see through. Try it again. B, control key, D means just these guys, right? Now, right up, we're going to go up to our format, right? And then our, where is it? Column width. And let's change both of these. So let's say 10. See, I can do more than one at the same time if I want to. I know that's a pretty nice feature. All right, then finally we have our rows. Now the rows you can do the exact same way on this one. Click on one, do a right click on top of that one, format your cells, or nope, row height. It's got it right in there. You can change it to be whatever you want. You can do a couple at the same time if you want to, right? I'm using that control key, and then I'm going to drag it down. Yeah, even control, select more than one, and a drag. It's still adjusting it. I can drag it to be what I want on just one of them. I can do the lovely double click, which is the auto, right? The auto fit. That one's a good one too, and I better do that to that one right in there.